Hey, it's Rick Khan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make selling easy with this Facebook ad campaign structure. Now this structure, it uses a new conversion system that turns strangers into customers and clients even before your prospect lands on your sales offer. Basically, they'll be pre-framed and ready to buy, generating as many leads and sales as possible for the lowest cost. Now, using this method, it's worked best when you sell higher ticket products or services. But again, it does still work well with lower ticket. But the premise of this system is that you're able to tap into cold audiences who have never heard of you to then educate and give results in advance to your prospects that utilizes Facebook AI and then ask for the sale. It's a system that's given me results such as leads for less than 30 pence and sales for as little as £13 per conversion, and it continues to scale in this way without worrying about ROAS being dropped. Because here's the thing, your prospects, they're skeptical about you and your business and virtually every Tom, Dick and Harry who are offering the world whilst under-delivering what they promised. And that's why this system is designed to take them from being a skeptic of you and your business to then increase their certainty and trust so they can start buying what you have. Because ultimately, it's the certainty in people you must increase to build that trust so they're ready to buy. But perhaps best of all, when you do this, you'll also be able to build meaningful relationships with your prospect using Facebook ads, which is exactly what all successful brands do. So with that said, before getting into it, first thing you need to know is that if you're selling products or services below $50, then going directly to the conversions campaign is probably a good place to start, as purchases that are low are mainly driven by instant emotional impulse decisions. And if you have your copy right and a proven funnel, then it's definitely best to go directly to the conversions. But if that still doesn't work for your business and you don't have a very good sales page, then this method can overcome any objections or anything that's holding your prospects back. But again, this will work well if you're offering something high value or if you're a complete stranger to the market. So the question here is, how does this all work? Well, it starts with cold traffic positioning. You see, by educating, giving goodwill with results in advance, you position your prospect's frame before they even reach your sales page. So these are the people who are completely cold and who have never seen you or your business before, and they're at the highest skeptical level. And what you're doing is target large Facebook interests, open targeting and lookalike audiences, and you'll target them with angles that help them with getting results in advance, which means you're going to chart out your prospects' problems and objections, then map each step of how you're going to help them to reach their desired results of where they want to be and their ideal situation is. And here's the thing, when you do this, you also want to answer their objections in the same process, because once you start demonstrating and overcoming all their objections, you're literally taking most of the skepticism out of them and doing it in a way where you're being genuinely helpful. So you want to go through each step of getting them to where they want to be, essentially taking them down the process of getting your prospects to learn what they need to know. And you can do this in many ways, but ultimately, you do it by creating the best format for your business and what you're comfortable in doing. So whether it's through a blog, a video, or audio recordings. Now, to mention as well, you don't have to create hundreds of pieces of content. Even a simple single blog or video could just be enough. It all depends on how you use this strategy. But with that said, if we take an example of someone learning to run Facebook ads to their website, first thing they'll need is a website, they'll create a funnel, then they'll run the ads. And then we can break all of this down into smaller pieces. So with this quick example, they'll need a domain, hosting, they'll install WordPress, the themes, the plugins, they'll create a landing page, and then they'll create the Facebook campaigns. Then what we do is find where can you build out content to help them. Let's say that I would want to help with creating the landing page. I would then build out content showing step by step how to get them results. But the key here, like I mentioned earlier, is that not only are you teaching, but within this content, you want to also make sure you answer any objections that they may have, because this is an essential factor to further help remove any skepticism. But now doing all this, you're in the process of providing real value and proving to the market how you can help them with their problems. But then it's time to utilize Facebook's AI and stacking that value even further, which I call the value build, where you're now retargeting people with more value and building trust with your audience as they get to know more about you, your brand, and how you can help fill the gap with their problems. And here, you'll duplicate each of these video ads and let Facebook retarget people who watched video views of at least 25% or more. And then let Facebook determine which video people should watch, because here's the thing. Facebook has so much data points that their machine learning knows so much about its users, and they know exactly which video and in what order its users will react. You could just let Facebook do its job and let them continue to build the value with each of your videos. They'll show the right video at the right time to each user in your targeting selection. With that said, here's where you now can do two things, because depending on your offer and your funnel entry, you can really lower the skepticism and add a lead offer, where you're going to run a conversion ad alongside this strategy that goes to a lead magnet or directly to your sales page. But the lead magnet will offer even more value and goodwill that creates even more reciprocity and helps them further their goals. I mean, ask yourself this: if someone has gone through this whole process, how much more likely are they going to buy from you? Because on average, it takes up to 8 touch points to get a sale. It could be more or less, but after getting all this exposure and doing it in a way where you've given results in advance, it eliminates a lot of skepticism and it builds the trust and increases the chance of making a purchase. And for me, doing all this has dropped my ad spend and has increased my purchase rate massively. But just in case any of this confused you, here's a short recap to help you understand the bigger picture. You're taking a cold audience through a sequence of content that gets people engaged and pre-framed of your authority. They start to see you as the expert in your field, and as Facebook's AI will determine which content they should see. You then put a conversions campaign ad at the value build level that Facebook decides when they're ready to take the offer. And once they've gone through the whole sequence, you can also create revenue generation through the very bottom of the funnel, making more offers and sales. And now here's something I want to give you as a bonus, because you can take all this data and create a lookalike audience and then put it back at the top of the funnel. But what's important to note with this strategy is that all of this can be broken down into smaller, easier chunks, and it all depends on your business and what's the perfect strategy for you. Which leads me to, if you want help for a customized plan to do all of this yourself, then I'm offering a one-to-one free phone call strategy with me or my team for you to either take this away and build it out for you to execute the plan, or two, we've opened the doors for a done-for-you service where I and my team will set this all up for you and put it together. We'll put the content, the offer, the ad, the optimization, and all of it, where you don't have to do anything. So if you check out the link below, it'll show you more in detail about this. But until then, I'll see you in the next video.